Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, today a completely different video, but I just thought about give you a quick update of what's going on the driveway, and this will give you, because these videos most likely are going to be published well before all of this, I think they will give you a little bit of a preview of what's coming. So the messed up BMW, what a nightmare, well, not really a nightmare, but someone messed up this real bad, is now ready to be picked up. The Touran at the back, I haven't touched it yet. That's a gearbox problem. Apparently is slow engaging reverse. It's an automatic box. I don't know which box is in there. I've not even got into the car. But if it's gearbox, but I'm not going to touch it. This one behind me, low on power. I just moved it to here after finishing the BMW. I don't have a clue what's wrong with it. What else? Before we do this Corsa, most likely we're gonna have to do a Renault Clio that apparently stopped recognizing the key after a flat battery. So that am I gonna have to come first to do, and then I will do this Corsa. But this video, guys, today is for something completely different. And as per thumbnail or title, we're gonna try to fix this thing. I don't know where this came from. You'll have the diagrams here for the BMW. Right, so this is, as you can see, some controls from a AC system, and I think you can see roughly what's going on. Right, so I was asked if I could fix this. Right, let's gonna start. First of all, dismantle this. It looks like there is no screws, there's only tabs by the looks of it. Yeah, looks like there's only tabs all around. Oh dear me. Right. So, as you can see from the one that's still good, these 4 points that holds the center PCB for the button, it contains the connections, as you can see, to the main PCB. So this is going to be exactly the same. So we're gonna have to find a way of holding these here somehow. Which orientation is this? It's gonna be like so. There we go. So we'll have to find a way of holding these in there and then make all the connections. Making the connections, to be honest with you, easy peasy. Holding these in this particular position, that is gonna be probably a little bit of a pain, but we will have to find a way. So, looks like I can pull these out. And now oh dear me, I thought about something, but it's not going to work. So I'm gonna have to think about something else. What the hell am I gonna hold this here? Why they made these like this? It doesn't make any sense why this is so fragile. No, it's not like that. That's this Okay guys, let me see what I'm going to come up with, and I think I will take you through when it's ready to be. Right, let me explain you how I'm doing this at the moment. I think it's going to work. So first, from this piece of plastic, I don't even know where this came from, I've cut these little strips like this. Then with the Stanley knife, on this one of the sides, doesn't really matter, but this sort of polished layer, you just scuff it like this to make it, to take this sort of polished top, okay, layer at the top, so the super glue holds properly into it. Then what I've done, I think you can still see here a little bit, so with the fiberglass pen, I've scuffed this top layer on the PCB. On this side, I've glued that one in there, okay, and on this side, I've glued that one in there. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, 2 drops of glue, and I should be able to hold this in place. And then I'm going to add another couple, and then using a little bit of probably this, which is like a sort of a resin, if you will. I'm going to hold this by putting a little bit of that, like here on this side, a blob on this side, make it to go through up to the other side and hold on the other side as well. And I'm gonna have to do that between these LEDs on this side, and just put a little bit of blob that holds everything together. And I think that will work, because this thing, once it's dry, it gets hard, really hard, so that will hold in place. This for now, guys, is just for me to be able to put this really centered, because if this is not centered, if I don't put this centered correctly in there, if this is not 100% centered, then it's going to look really bad on the face here at the front. So that's what we're going to do. So I think this should be pretty much, yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, I should be ready now to do the opposite and glue that on there. So if I put a drop, so I'll have to put a drop here and a drop there. And now if I do this, now I can hold this where I need to hold, which is somewhere, come on, centered please, should be here somewhere. And come on, I need to stay still, don't move. Try to remove the excess of super glue. Oh, this is perfect. There we go. Pretty much, I'll say centered. So yeah, I think I do have room to put maybe another one here, but I think what I'm going to do now is just using that, the resin or whatever that is, just cook it here maybe. Oh, this is perfect. Right, let me put that here maybe. I think I'm going to put another 2 bits of plastic of these things. I think I have a room to put one down here. There is room there. Then I'll try to put maybe one maybe up there as well. I could put one here in the middle. It's a little bit tricky. Right. Then we need to solder all the connections. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. Right, so I think this is looking really good. So I've soldered these wires over. As you can see, here I had to come back a little bit to this lane here, this track, solder everything. Now we got to cover everything with a little bit of UV mask. Just to special here to hold this track here, because it's really thin. We're gonna put a little bit of it and see how it goes. Idea here is that the UV mask holds the track in place. Should be okay. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Right, the other ones there is really no point. But now all we need to do now is, as I said earlier, is with a little bit of this mixture, just put it here to help hold this a little bit better. And before we carry on, let's just make sure all of this is making proper contacts and is not shorted with anything else. Yes, perfect. So that one, and this last one here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right, all done. This mixture is started to dry off or to harden. A mess. Let me just give a clean to this, and I will show you the final result. I'm really happy with it. I think it's gonna work beautifully. So that's what I've done. So I put a little bit of this, I pushed it through the gap to the other side, and then on the other side I just put a little bit more on the exact same direction. So basically what this did is it made a kind of a clamp holding both parts together, and obviously I can't move it too much yet, but the soldering and these two bits of plastic, they were already holding this in place. This is already start to harden, as I said, so once this is completely hardened, I think this is gonna go absolutely nowhere. There we go. And there is final result, all fixed. This was the one that was broken. It was the one that was broken? Yeah, I think it was that one. So as you can see, absolutely perfect, and I think it's gonna go nowhere. So that's done, and that's it, guys. Whoops. And that's it. I know there's nothing special, but there is. We saved these controls And well, with no further ado, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. If you do still have any questions or any comments, you know exactly how it works. Just put them right below, somewhere there. And like always, thanks for watching.